Hello, my dear fellow athletes.
I'm Andras from Hungary. I assume you're already sharpening your skis at home, so I will tell you an interesting story about skiing. It happened in December 1976, when I was studying at a technical university in Kiev in the Soviet Union. The weather was cold, and the whole city was covered with snow. Since I was already an avid skier, I took every opportunity to go skiing. One weekend on a huge island on the Dnieper River, there was an amateur cross-country skiing competition. Anyone could take part in the race. I did not refuse. The interest was so great that more than 1,500 people took part in the competition. I got the number 850. The start was set for 2 o'clock on Saturday afternoon. That morning I met my girlfriend Irina, with whom we have been together ever since. We had a great time. First we watched a good movie in the cinema, then we walked around and had ice cream in a cafe. After that I accompanied Irina home. When we said goodbye, it was already about 12 o'clock in the afternoon. Then I realized that I had completely forgotten about cross-country skiing. There's no way I can get there by public transport, I told her, and I can't afford a taxi, I added. You know what? Irina asked. Dad's asleep in the flat. The car keys are in his jacket pocket. I'll try to get them for you. You have a driving license, don't you? She asked. Of course I do. I'm perfectly capable of driving, I lied. I did have a driving license, but I didn't have it with me, and I had only been behind the wheel twice. Irina went to the flat and soon returned with the keys. We got into a brand new Zhiguli, which was parked outside the house, and drove along the icy road to the race venue. We had traveled 4 to 5 kilometers without any problems when we were stopped by a policeman. Traffic control. Well, I thought, it's all over now. I'll be arrested and deported from the Soviet Union. I won't be able to finish my studies, and they might even confiscate the car. There were very strict laws there at the time, but divine providence came to my rescue. Suddenly, a lorry whizzed past us at a speed of at least 100 kilometers. The policeman immediately stopped checking me, quickly jumped into his car and followed the lorry with his siren blaring. Relieved, we continued on our way and luckily arrived on the bank of the Dnieper, where a ski race was taking place. Although I was in very good sporting shape at that point, I was not an experienced skier, especially compared to the locals who skied over the winter, so I only placed 150th in the 50-kilometer race. But no matter, it was a good workout. Irina liked my performance anyway and happily jumped on my neck. Then we headed home. We took side roads and tried to avoid the traffic cops. We were almost to Irina's house when I accidentally hit a dead end. I should have backed up. Yes, but before that I'd only driven my father's Fiat, which had a completely different gearbox. I didn't know how to reverse in a Zhiguli. Irina and I were thinking about what to do when a pedestrian, a middle-aged man, passed by. I asked him, "Sorry to bother you, could you show me how to reverse?" I was a little apprehensive that he would think it was a hijacking and immediately call the police, but no. He acted as if it was natural for a driver to get out of his car and ask a pedestrian how to drive. He got in the car, showed me how to change gears, got out, shook my hand, wished me a happy journey, said goodbye, and disappeared. That, dear friends, is how this incredible but true story ended. Of course, my future father-in-law noticed that the car was being used by someone because I didn't park in the same spot. If you like this story, subscribe to my channel and put likes. All the best.